Zacharia. I am from Philadelphia.
Yes, sir.
We ain't real too far from each other.
Nope.
I'm from North Philly and you from Fishtown area. Your dad is in Fishtown, at least you told me.
Yeah, I grew up in Northeast.
Yeah, and that was right. That's where I used to go to reserves at for the military.
Oh, really?
Yeah, right out there on oh my God, any other time I know the name of that
Willow
road.
Grove?
Yeah.
And Willow Grove, yeah.
Out there with the old Sears is that Oreo cookies.
Oh, yeah, yum. Oh my
We
gosh.
laughing. Look, Sheila, you were around. Landmarks around you was Smith's. Or was it Schaefer? One of the two. And then somewhere around Gerard, it was either Smith, Schaefer, or Pat's Blue Ribbon. But it was one of those three. I live about 4 blocks from the original Bride's Ice Cream Company.
Oh my gosh.
Before they moved out of Philly, when they used to be in North Philly. North Philadelphia, one time, was the vintage neighborhood. That's where the original veteran baseball park was for the Phillies, Connie Mack.
Yep.
Right there, 22nd and Lehigh. So, we got it. And yeah, Philly's there fighting for first. We got something to cheer about, huh?
There you go.
Yeah. But have fun with them. We don't know what we're going to do about our Eagles, but who knows?
Fly, Eagles, fly. Wish I did a song.
I got a fantasy league coming up, so anybody who looking, go to justjazzin10 at gmail.com. Hit me a link. We got a couple of spots open if you play fantasy football. But let's get back right here to you. Tell us about Trotter 116. Beautiful bottles.
Thanks.
What am I trying this one right here?
You're trying a 2017 Cabernet Sauvignon. It's from Napa Valley, the Coombsville district. Coombsville is the 16th sub-ABA of Napa. It's a tiny little area just in the hillside east of downtown Napa.
Okay.
So it's a small vineyard. It's called the Flying Jays because the owners are Jay and Judy, and they were both in the airline industry. So we named it Flying Jays. But I only make about 150 cases a year. I'm not sold anywhere except direct. So
You was telling me that.
Yeah.
And Jay's got it going on. So okay, Steph, you're doing with Jay's now. Okay, it's cool. What is it that sparked the idea? I know you being Philly, the closest thing we had to vineyards was like in Jersey.
Oh, right.
So what sparked this idea, or what sparked you to go this route?
Well, so my first introduction to wine was through my parents, and they drank Blue Nun and Cold Duck.
Wow. Okay.
Oh my gosh, it was terrible.
You just took me.
Oh my gosh. So when I turned, I'm the youngest of 16 kids. My dad was a pretzel baker.
Oh my God.
So we sold pretzels at Vet Stadium and all the schools. We were institutional, so like we didn't retail the pretzels. We just baked them and delivered them fresh to a variety of places.
What was your dad's business called?
Trotter Saw Pretzels.
Wow.
Yeah. So
I definitely probably ran across him. He's at Veteran Stadium because I've been to a couple of games. So.
Oh, I bet you had them.
Oh yeah. Oh man, when you said soft pretzels to me, we were both drooling over the phone. It's the one thing we can't find out here in California. I used to be laughing at her. I said, "You never had a Philly soft pretzel?"
Oh my
Lady
gosh.
B, and she's like, "No." I said,
We'll come back. I'll make some.
Once you have one, you will definitely know. Trust me. Trust me. I know people gonna be like, "Trust." I gave Philly soft pretzels the A, and I give the A- to Chicago, but they don't do soft. They do hard. Them pretzels are nice.
All right,
Them
good to
pretzels
know.
are real nice. Okay, so you got the idea. You started.
So when I was 18, I was on my way actually to Alaska, and I ran out of money here in Northern California. So I have been here ever since. And about 27 years ago, when I met my husband, he lived in Calistoga, so he moved me over to wine country. And now that I was married, I had to start drinking. So I started drinking wine. Next thing you know, I needed to pay off my wine bill, so I got a job in a winery, and I fell in love with wine. So got a job in a cellar, worked my way up to cellar master, and then an apprentice winemaker.
Who did you get the job with?
A little winery called Dutch Henry in Calistoga.
I heard of Dutch Henry.
Yeah.
I heard of Dutch Henry. My late wife was a supervisor, and I really should have did my research of a wine company out there, right off out there around 29, and she was the warehouse supervisor. We used to do, and I got used to her with the different wines by just hanging around her. So yeah, nice. And it's a big industry. We know it's the life and blood of Napa. Mm-hmm. What would you say is the essential thing about wines?
The most important thing that you should pay attention to is where your favorite wine is grown. The ABA is the strictest piece of information on the label, and that is going to offer you the most consistency, or the greatest thread of consistency, is where it's grown. Because, you know, all the different wineries, they're like different artist studios, you know?
Mhm.
And so, wine being liquid art, each one is going to be different, and they're going to have something fun. But the grapes are going to be the meat of the dish, and then we use barrels as kind of a spice rack. So, you know, where the meat comes from is the most important, and then what seasonings you use is your personal flair, right?
Gracious, you gave me an education with that. How long has Trotter been up?
Well, I've been making my own wine under the Trotter 116 label since 2011.
Wow.
Yep.
That was the year I did my jazz cruise. Why couldn't we run across each other then?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness. That woo.
A jazz
Out there on the
cruise?
Florida Keys.
Oh.
That would be perfect.
Yeah, we would
Yeah.
have fun. Because we had a couple of people on there from East Coast Canada. Matter of fact, there were a couple of people in there from Philadelphia. That would have been great. Okay, Trotter 116. What does the 116 stand for?
Well, I'm one of 16 kids.
Wow.
Yeah, my parents weren't big readers.
Okay. I'm
So
gonna need that.
16 was.
16. Which one you fall in? You the
I'm
baby?
number 15, yeah.
Okay. How
Yeah.
many brothers and sisters?
I have 9 sisters and 6 brothers.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Y'all made the Brady Bunch look like a joke.
Yeah.
Partridge Family look like a joke. Oh my goodness, I can imagine that household.
Oh my gosh, it was crazy.
I know your dad got stories.
Oh yeah. I bet. And my mom even more. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What is it that you would like people to know about your wine? You're talking to them right now. So I know you got some of your people that loves your wine listening. Because yeah, this is very soft, nice to the palate.
Mhm.
And for it not to be cold,
Nice.
it's coming across with good flavor. And I'm not a wine connoisseur, I just know good wine. You know, come on,
Yes.
I'm from a neighborhood of wine. She was talking about Dunn's. Mine was I leave that alone. I'll come back on that on next one. Wild Irish wine was one of Wild Irish Rose was my first introduction. Which wasn't wine, but you couldn't tell us youngsters that.
That is.
Oh my gosh. Ouch.
I know a lot of people like, really, dude? Really?
That's right. I started with Boone's Farm.
Ooh.
Yeah, wine with training wheels.
What was your first champagne?
Oh, cold duck.
Mine was Andre, but not Cold Duck. Martina Rossi.
Mm.
Okay. So, wow. We both from Philly. We both been out here roughly 25 years.
Yeah.
You know, what do you bring in? What's the Philadelphia touch on your wines? I already see. I like the way you label. I like the presentation. I'm looking at this one here is called
Ash Kickin' Rosé. Last year with all the smoke and ash, I wasn't able to make Cabernet.
Ass Kicking Rosé.
Ash Kickin'.
Oh,
Ash
Watch your language.
yeah.
No.
I'm talking. I'm saying, you know. Do you know what I'm saying when I say ass? I'm saying AZ, not what y'all saying.
Yeah.
And the one that I'm receiving is.
Ben's blend. And
that's-
this is a blend of 2 different barrels from the same vineyard, but 2 different years.
Really?
So 2016 and 2017. It's kind of fun.
That's interesting. That
Yeah.
you know, that might sit for a while.
Yeah. And then
That
my
one
friend
might sit
painted
for
the
a while.
label.
Yeah, that's good.
Nice.
So, out of the 3,
hmm
which one do you like? And which are your favorites?
Whichever's in my glass. I'm a love the wine you're with kind of girl.
Okay. Go, girl. Go, girl. We're in here with the radio crew. I'm talking inside because I'm drinking the wine. Ozcat Radio, KZCT, Miss Stephanie Trotter. And respectfully last name,
Zacharia.
Zacharia. And hello to all the listeners that's enjoying her conversation. And what she talked about, she's a wine lover. She woke up, she said, Triple, I'm not an early morning person. I said, I understand. So we're going to go ahead and let her wake herself up a little bit, enjoy some of this wine and cheese and crackers that we got. Get back to some music and let y'all enjoy. Ozcat Radio, Triple J, KZCT. On your FM dial is where we're at, 89.5. You're just Jazzin.
Triple J, Ozcat Radio.
So you know, you was telling us how you met Shannon, because she did an interview with you.
Yeah, no, I met her way before that interview. She came up and played at a winery in St. Helena. And And that was all she wrote. We became sisters.
Yeah, and she out there in Detroit doing her thing, pioneering her foundation for cleanup. Y'all could go on the Just Jazz and Ozcat radio page and check that out. She puts a little report spots in there with her progress, what she's doing. Little sister, she's going to be doing a jazz festival next week, the Kimmy Jazz Festival, out of let me get this correct now. Kimmy Jazz Festival. It's going to be starring Miss Kimmy Horn, Lena's Horn granddaughter.
Oh, right.
And she's going to be playing background with her on the percussions.
That's fabulous.
And I'll give you more information on that on our events menu that'll be coming up about 9:30, but Shannon knows about it. You know, she always pumps it. I know the date is 2 days, is August 13th and 14th. But I want to get all the information correct for you. I believe it's out of Detroit. And get it for you, because my man, Mr. Michael Cash, I'm pretty sure is listening. And we want to make sure we get that right for them to promote. We also got Pete Escovedo. I tell you, 9:30 we'll do the promo hour. We're going to get back here now with Miss Stephanie, and I was asking her who her favorite jazz artist is, and she told me, well, she said she don't really know a lot, but she knows one lady she likes.
Billie Holiday.
Billie Holiday, there you go. Late great. And did you ever go to any concerts in Philly or concerts out here?
Oh my gosh, there was a concert hall in downtown, not the Phoenix. I can't remember. It's been so long.
I remember the Phoenix, off Locust.
Okay, maybe
Yeah.
that was it.
Yeah, I remember Phoenix. What about out this way, California?
I don't. Well, there was the Toddy Cabaret was where I
Okay.
used to go
Okay.
in the day, but no, not a lot.
And you got your little old promo thing that you do every now and then. What you call it again?
My what?
The thing you were saying you do with the wines?
I just pour it for people. Private dinners. I don't get out a lot. Keep me
No,
locked
you
in
running
this-
this business.
Yeah.
So what's the website for the wine?
116 Wines. So the numbers 116 and then WINES.com.
Okay.
And you can order there. I can deliver in the Bay Area or
Abroad.
oh yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
And what kind of packages, what kind of specials do you have, or if any, right now?
Well, the wine, if you join the wine club, you get 15% off.
Okay.
And dollar shipping on 12 bottles.
Okay.
That's only make about 150 cases, so
So do you ever run out?
yes. I'm sold out of everything prior to this vintage.
Are you really?
2017.
Right now?
Yeah.
So are you going to do another 2017? Or
Oh,
is that-
well, so that's the year I picked those grapes, and
Mhm.
it takes me about 3 years to make the wine. So my next release in October will be the 2018 vintage.
Wow. No, I never really went into that. So the wine,
Yeah.
break that down to me. How does that work? You got to do the vineyards, wait 3 years?
So the year on the bottle is the year that we pick the grapes, but when you pick them, the juice of almost, I'll just kind of describe how to make it real quick. So the juice of almost every red grape is clear, and you have to ferment with the skin to get color and tannin that's familiar in a red wine. So we put all the grapes in a bin, and I make it the old-fashioned way. So I punch it down by hand. So I plunge the skins back down into the juice like twice a day, and within 2 to 4 weeks, all the sugar in the sweet grapes ferments into alcohol, and I have wine. So wine's made within the first 2 to 4 weeks. And then I'm gonna press out all the wine from the wet fermented skins, and I'll put it into barrels to age. So it's like the grapes are kind of the meat of the dish, and then I'm just gonna season it with a recipe of barrels over the period of 2 or 3 years.
Wow.
And then we bottle it. So the year on the label is really important because I could have bottled that after 4 weeks if I were not a good winemaker. But so the year is really important to know when it was harvested.
So the year goes along with the vintage and how, and
The year it was.
I understand there's a secret about letting wine sit for a couple of years because it
Well,
ages, it gets better when it ages.
It depends on the type of grape. So Cabernet ages really well, but There are other wines that you don't want to hang on to for very long, like some white wines. You know, you don't want to go past 5 years. But it's based on the acidity and the level of tannins. So tannins are living microorganisms that are kind of sharp and pointy, and when they're young, and they're imparted into the wine from the grape skins and the barrels. So they're actually in all living plants. Tea is really high in tannins. Kind of makes you thirsty. You know, it's that astringent feeling. But over time, the tannins connect and fall out and soften. But it's not infinite. You know, they have a lifespan. So it depends on the wine as to how long you can hang on to it.
Wow.
Cool.
Getting education on this now, okay?
Bottom line is, if you like it, it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is true, and this is
Right.
good. This is good. This is real good, this one I got here.
Thank
Wow.
you.
And this is what again?
It's a 2017 Cabernet Sauvignon from my Flying J vineyard in Napa Valley. I think I made 48 cases of it. It's gotten double gold medals at international competitions.
Wow.
Yeah, because it hits you right there in the back of your throat, man. It's good.
It sure
It's
is.
good. I ain't, okay. You hear that, D? Hush. So, we enjoying this time with Stephanie. I'm going to come back and do a little sound off for her. Oh, she's sitting here enjoying the show. So let's continue the flow. I hope you are enjoying the show. Please let us know. Leave comments on the Facebook page, or you can hit me on email, JUSTJAZZ, the letter N, and the number 10 at gmail.com. And leave any comments you like and what's going on. Love this Trotter 116. Wow, this is a surprise. All right, so we gave out the website. Is there any specials you'd like to tell people about, or is there any,
Well, join the wine club for just an annual shipment, and I have dollar shipping for a case or more, or I can deliver Bay Area, and or reach out if you want me to come and pour a private dinner at a restaurant or something.
cool. And that's at the same website? Do you have another?
Yeah.
What's your email if someone wants to contact you on that?
Oh, it's all through the website.
Oh, through the website.
116wines.com.
116wines.com. Y'all got it.
Yep.
She's sitting up here and enjoying the show. I'm going to give her a little taste of the Jazzy spot. Again, you get all this information from the Just Jazzin Jam Fusion page on Facebook. Join, by all means. And we will definitely put you in the mix. Miss Stephanie was telling us, what's this one you was telling me about you do every blue moon at the winery?
Well, so my day job is at Tedeschi Family Winery in Calistoga. And they are only direct to consumer and have a wine club, but we have pickup parties a couple of times a year. The next one won't be till November 6th, and we have live music there. And come pick up wine. You gotta have a ticket, and you can get that online. TedeschiFamilyWinery.com.
Yes, we're on live radio. We want to let everybody know. Hey, if you want to donate to Ozcat Radio, go to OzcatRadio.com. In the upper left-hand corner, there's a donate button. Please donate whatever you can, what you can. Help support us, help us keep going, help us keep flowing, get on jazz. Ozcat Radio, KZZT. I'm your host, Triple J. Welcome to the show. In case you didn't know, this is Just Jazzin', and we're doing it our way. We're going to speak on family heritage for a minute with Miss Stephanie, then go into the jazzy style. So, we was talking, what school did you go to?
St. Genevieve's.
I know that
And
school.
in
Where they at?
Flowertown.
Huh?
In Flowertown.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to leave that alone. Okay.
Yeah. Good call.
We're going to talk after the show.
Alright.
All right, and what high school did you go to?
Lansdale Catholic.
Nice school.
Nice school.
Nice school. Nice school. Yes, I know that one too. I never been there, but I know that. We were talking about your family, and you was telling me a story about your father and your mother. Can you please repeat that for people?
Sure. So my parents met and got married within 3 weeks, and then had 16 kids. And my dad passed in '77 in a plane crash with one of my brothers. And then my mom ended up remarrying someone 7 years younger than herself, and started her own business, a bed and breakfast, and joined the Coast Guard Auxiliary when she was in her 80s. Took up boating.
That's beautiful.
Yep.
That's a beautiful story. What do you remember most about your neighborhood growing up, your childhood? Because we both have Philadelphia stories, but what do you remember most, about the city a brotherly love.
Right.
A lot of people don't. It's not like that. Yes, it is. If you know the people, yes, it is. If you're an outsider, can't say that much.
Oh, I don't know. With 16 kids, we didn't leave the house much. We were on a little farm, and there we stayed. We didn't go to the movies. We didn't. I remember when one of the older kids would come home with a soda can, we'd like confiscate it and like fill it up with milk and walk around like we had a soda. I mean,
Wow.
yeah.
Very humble. Very humble.
Yeah.
You was telling me about the tell you the food story again.
Oh, and my mom calling. Yeah, my mom would call me. So I'm out here in California, and 10 o'clock at night, and I could hear the ice tinkle in her glass. So she was 99 years old, and tell me I'm her favorite, and I'm like, I'm the only one up. That's why I'm her favorite. It was 1 a.m. there. Yeah.
And I was teasing you because in my house it was only 5 of us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if I didn't get to the table by a certain time, my brothers, I was out of luck. The only thing that gave me love, I was the baby. So I would always have something reserved. But you were saying you was always plenty and more, huh?
Oh yeah. We'd have kids living with us for a week or two before my dad realized they weren't his. Because our table had 13, 14 kids around it. Yeah.
You funny stuff.
You'd be like, wait a minute, you're tall. You're not mine.
How funny.
What's going on here?
Yeah.
Wow, that is something else. That's a story. Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
What do you love about your wine, your business, your vineyard, being out here at this present time? Because you're very humble. You're a beautiful spirit. You're very humble. What do you love about your business?
The kindness, the generosity. When I started making wine, I can't tell you how many winemakers gave me their cell phone numbers if I had any questions. They share information. It's not, it really is liquid art, and it's just like that. It's like they're all artists that respect each other, and there are no two that are the same, and they all have something fun to offer. So what's really cool about the whole business is, the generosity of spirit.
That's what I love about it. So what do you say to these wine consumers that be like, oh, this one here is like this one here is like that? Because everybody's palate of wine is different.
It is. It's just like walking through a museum. And I have a lot of friends that will walk through a museum and go, oh, I like that. And that's perfectly fine. I also have friends that are art majors, and they'll walk in and they'll tell me that's from the Renaissance period and that they used a certain stroke and a certain paintbrush and the lighting is proper, and everybody enjoys it their own way. And however you enjoy it is what's right.
Here you go, girl. And I like that.
Mm-hmm.
We gonna leave. No, we ain't gonna leave because I'm gonna come sign off with her. We gonna bail out on that note. And this girl is a load of information, fun to talk to, fun to be around. I'll be coming up there to her part of town. Have to be wearing my Eagles jersey, Eagles hat or something. So she can recognize the love. All right, we getting ready for the jazzy spots. Now gonna be the full 30 minutes here. We'll probably cut it short about 20, but we're gonna give you a little taste since Miss Steph is here, and let her get a taste of what the jazzy spot is about at the Jazz Style. You're at the Jazzy Spot, Ozcat Radio, KZCT, 89.5 FM. I'm your host, Triple J. Welcome to the Jazzy Spot. Want to thank my lovely, lovely and humble guest, Miss Stephanie Trotter
Zacharia.
There she go. Well, we on point. It's like we're a well-oiled machine. And I'm going to get that pretzel recipe from you.
Oh, yeah.
So my sister Benita and me and Lady B over here start playing with that. I am so gracious to have you. So glad you made it in.
Thank you. It was a lot of
And
fun.
it was a lot of fun. It was very enjoyable. Even the Queen Cake Lady came in. Y'all take care. Keep your head up. Stay safe. Keep your mind clear. Keep God first. And keep it jazz. I'm out the door, y'all. Gonna go out with a nice tune and let Billy tune it right in. All right? Y'all enjoy and have fun.